This is the first DESTER tomato that I have ever picked. It's the first year I've ever grown DESTER. It is late July, the last day of July of 2019. And this is a little video about the experiences with growing this tomato so far. And we'll get to the taste trial then here a little later once I cut this thing up. But first I want to talk about the plant a little bit. So we should be able to see here that DESTER is an extremely vigorous, regular leaf, regular growth habit tomato with more or less regular flowers. Definitely it's a regular leaf type. It's extremely vigorous vines. They are in a little more shade than what would be perfectly ideal, but these are huge. These are 9 feet tall. It's hard to get a real sense of the scale here, but let me reach up here. So my reach is about 9 feet. I'm a big guy, and that's what we're looking at here. So huge plants. Currently, we're pretty free of disease, although earlier in the season they started to get some Septoria. It was the first variety that began to get some, and as it got hot and dry, that stopped spreading, and it's been pretty clean right now. It's not super productive. Doesn't seem to have a real good fruit set in the heat, or I should say not hardly any fruit set in the heat, but that's fairly typical for these big old fashioned beefsteak type of tomatoes. So let's give this bad boy a try. Okay, so this is the sliced shot of the DESTER tomato, and I just sampled it. And let's talk first about the tomato structure. As you can see, there is very little juice or gel. It's an extremely meaty tomato. It's very solid. I have a 5-cent piece, the nickel here, for a size comparison. And you'll see earlier on the video there's a photo I took showing the weight of this, and it was just over 1 pound or slightly over 500 grams. Taste wise, I would rank this as the best tomato I have tried yet this year, and I'd say it's definitely in the top 3 to 5 tomatoes I've ever had. It's certainly in the same sort of class as the classic large red or pink beefsteak tomatoes, like your Brandywines, pink potato top, Caspian pink, and so forth. The best single word to describe this tomato would be balanced. It's not too tart, it's not too sweet, it's not too juicy, just perfectly balanced. A little bit of salt added, and this is basically the perfect tomato. It is a very soft textured tomato, so if you want a firm textured tomato, this isn't it. The last tomato in this class that I grew was in 2017, and that was pink potato top, aka Limbaugh's Legend, and that was similar in many respects, although it was a firmer tomato and maybe not quite as well flavored, but certainly a good one. So in closing, this is DESTER, and it is a great tomato, extremely well balanced, extremely well put together. Apologize for all the background noises. I just need to get this video completed here before I eat this tomato. So I'm about to eat this for dinner with just a little salt, and it will be amazing. And there's a fossil scallop shell I found a few weeks ago. DESTER tomato.